Hello, beautiful people. Let's talk about confidence. I'm not going to be boring you with a long intro and explaining what is confidence, how to get there, and all that stuff. We all have different perception about confidence, but we all want it. And there are some common things that everyone can do that will help them to be more confident. And I already filmed the video about confidence, I think approximately 1 year ago, and a lot have changed. And to be honest, I feel like if I would go back and look at this video, if you will go back, you will see the difference. And I feel that's a very good way to evaluate yourself and say like, okay, I changed over years, and to be honest, I kind of like the person that I became after that. And that gave me a reason to film another video about confidence, because I have more thoughts on this topic. The first thing that I will never stop talking about, that is one of the most important things about confidence, is acceptance. Accepting the things about yourself that some people can say and that can crush your confidence. I'll give you an example. When you hear me speaking, you can hear that I am not an American and that English is not my first language. You can hear my accent. When I accept the fact that I have accent, I'm like, okay, I have accent. When other people will say anything to me like, oh, your accent is funny, I'm like, yeah, I know. And what will you do to me? Nothing, exactly. Or under my last video, someone texted that you have something on your face. And I did not wear makeup on my last video, and you could see the spots from my acne. And you know what? When I saw this comment, I'm like, yes, I know this. Every single day I look in the mirror and I see that I have spots from acne. But you know what? As soon as I accepted this and I understood that, okay, acne is not me, it's just a part of me, I got a sense of relief. And to be honest, when I saw this comment, I'm like, you know, you're right, but so what? Yes, I do have it. I don't think that makes me any less confident, any less intelligent, any less kind, you know? And to get to this acceptance, you have to spend some time and learn things about yourself that, to be honest, you probably don't want to learn and you probably don't want to accept. But you denying the fact that you have something does not take away this thing from you. Like, oh, but I don't want to accept the fact that I have acne. Do you really think that you not accepting that will solve the problem? I will not allow anyone to devalue myself, because if someone can evaluate me, that means that they are higher in rank. A doctor can say that I have some problems with my health. A professor can evaluate my text. But if it's just a random person saying something about me and waiting for me to react to that grade, sorry honey, wrong person, it will not work on me. Accept it and move on. Do not make your insecurities, do not make the things that you desperately want to hide your personality. And things that happened to you in the past is not your personality. Like, it's not you, it's a part of you, it's a big part of you. But do not let this define you as a human being. There are other things that are very hard to accept, and I get that, but we are not talking about the big issues that you have to work on with your therapist, not with a YouTube video. Next mindset shift is your worthiness. You have to understand just how worthy you are of only the best in your life. And the thing is that as soon as you will realize this, doesn't mean that you will make all the best choices in the world and you'll become that girl overnight. As soon as you will realize your worthiness, the fact that you believe that you're worthy of things comes from you acting as if you are worthy of those things. For example, if I want to make myself believe that I am worthy of only the best, every time I go to the gym, whether I want it or not, whether I'm excited to go to the gym or not, I always tell this to myself in my head: I am worthy to have a healthy body. So whatever you do and this thing makes you feel good, just say to yourself, I am worthy of being happy, of being lovable, of being creative, of taking space. And another thing that I want to say about worthiness is that yesterday I was actually laying in my bed and oh my God, I cried after I realized it. And it's not that this is the first time I thought about it. No, it's when it was like, oh, okay, I realized this. I was laying in my bed and I haven't seen my family for 2 years. And you know, sometimes I get emotional. And I'm laying in my bed and I'm thinking about my family and how grateful I am for my parents to be the way you are. You know, it was not perfect, but I still love them and I'm still grateful for everything that they gave to me. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, my parents sacrificed a lot for me to even be born in this world. And the more I was thinking about them sacrificing for me, I'm like, I am worth sacrificing for. And I want you to understand that most of the times, you don't even know about the sacrifices that people went on to meet you, to spend some time with you, to talk to you. And I'm thinking about this even from my perspective when I sacrifice for some people in my life and they don't even know that I sacrifice something for them. The same way you sacrifice for other people, someone sacrifices for you, and you will never know about that. I want you to think about this. You are worth sacrificing for. And if they were able to sacrifice for you, why you are not able to sacrifice for yourself? If you can sacrifice for others, you can sacrifice for yourself. If others can sacrifice for you, you can sacrifice for yourself. Drill this thought in your mind. You are worthy. Continuing with this thought, I want you to stop being a prisoner of your past and letting some past experiences defining who you are. Do not let your past limit you. Do not let the words that you said in the past limit you. But for some time, I thought to myself that if the people that I knew and I had experience with them and it was not the best experience, if they would knew about like my YouTube channel, right, and they will go here and look my videos and they would be laughing because why she's talking about this while the person that I knew is a different person. And now I understand that, damn, I'm not a prisoner of my past. For the longest period of time, it really stopped me internally. Like the way I was thinking was just weird. It's like I shouldn't talk about this topic because in the past I did this. Well, obviously it's in the past I did this. That's why I can't talk about this, because I had experience. I learned some lessons. I'm not the same person anymore. 2 years ago that was a different person. So do not let your past stop you from taking up space, speaking up, and having a different opinion in front of the same people. And the confidence also lays in the fact that you are able to admit that in the past you have been this way. In the past, I did this. I had this experience. Yes, I learned from this. I'm not the same person anymore. Confidence is not being afraid to take up space, to show up for yourself, to speak up. And sometimes people are not scared to speak up or show up. Sometimes people are scared about the perception that, well, in the past I was this way, and now if I'm gonna be a little bit different, people will not believe that that's me. People will not perceive me as me. People will look at me and be like, why she's acting this way? What happened? Do not let this stop you from being confident and being authentic. If you want to be confident, you have to stop looking at this life as a competition. You have to stop looking at people around you as the competitors. You have to understand that, hey, in this life, you are the only person that runs this race. So no matter how much time it will take for you to finish the race, you will still win. Which means that sometimes you can just walk through your life. Sometimes you can literally sit down, look at the sky, and stargaze. It took me a long time to be with people the way that I am right now. It is whether I like you, I am inspired by you, or I don't care about you. I don't hate you. I just don't care about you, and I don't think you're worthy of my time, of my effort, and my energy. So with this mindset, you have to go into the room and have this opinion about yourself that you are the special one, that you're one of the kind, that you are that girl, but you are not better than anyone else in the room. And you know what? It's hard because there are people that you look at them and you're like, well, they're definitely not as good as I am. That's when you put yourself on a certain pedestal in people's lives, which you should not do, because why would you need an approval that you're very cool in other people's lives? You should be on a pedestal in your life. You are the main character in your life. You are the prettiest and the best person in your life, but not in other people's lives. So when you go into the room, you are assertive, you know your worth, you know what you will not tolerate. But the fact that you are confident does not mean that you can disrespect others, that you are somehow higher than them, that you are better than anyone else in the room. And I know it's hard because half of the room can be filled with a bunch of playboys that are immature, that are emotionally unavailable. And you're like, pretty obvious, like I read the books, I'm emotionally intelligent, I go through therapy, like it's pretty obvious. Or on the other hand, there are just a bunch of girls that are desperate and that they want to show others that they are better than you are. But as soon as you get out of this competition mode, you just don't care about them at all. You do not give a shit whether that girl wants to show that she is better than you in front of a playboy, because you're like, you know what? Whatever you want to do, I'm not competing with you. We are not in the same competition. I'm competing only with myself. If you like her, go for it. I am not better than you guys, but I am special, so I will not tolerate this disrespect. The way to radiate this energy is to focus on your actions and not how your actions look like. As soon as I go into a mode when I focus on my actions, like I become very aware how I walk, how I talk, how I do something, but I do not care how I look while doing those things. As soon as I do it, it feels like I'm in a movie, that main character energy. It feels like I am not trying to be seen by everyone in the room, but if someone will look at me, they will be like, damn, she's like so mysterious, so cool. She's all into her world. She's focused on herself. She doesn't care what everyone else thinks. That's the energy and how to get it. Just focus on how you do things and not how you look doing those things. Okay, confident people most of the times look like they do not care what other people think. And I say look like that because we all to a certain extent follow some social norms, and we all to a certain extent care about what people think, so we are not perceived as dangerous or crazy or anything like this. I mean, and I'm talking about like very extreme points. In my opinion, confidence is not about not caring what other people think, but about not allowing those opinions stop you from being your most authentic self. Whatever you say about me, I will listen to you, and maybe deep down I will be like, but I will not let it stop me from doing what I want. That screams confidence when you trust yourself more than the herd around you. When you trust your perception of yourself more than people. And the funny thing is that most of the times those people don't even think about you. Most people don't. Like, why are we even talking as if we are, the center of attention, as if we are the main characters in other people's life, and they spend 24 hours thinking about you and how embarrassing you are and how, oh my God, you're acting crazy, or why would you do this? Chill. People don't really think about you like that. Like, why are you so selfish? Like, girl. And the thing that really helped me to not allowing those thoughts stop me from doing whatever I want is to think about those people that I'm so worried about what they're gonna think. I think about them as if they are 60 years old sitting in this chair looking at the window, and I'm thinking to myself, what are they thinking about when they are 60 years old? First of all, are they even... Okay, I'm not gonna say that. They're probably thinking about their own life, their grandkids, their loved ones, the things that they wish they did, and things that they thought are embarrassing, but right now it's just a funny story. Do you really think when they're 60 years old they will be sitting there and thinking about you being embarrassing somewhere else? That's funny. That's funny that you think that you are so important in someone else's life. I'm sorry, but this is not like this. You should be important in your own life, but do not expect to be the center of attention in others people's life. So if you have trust and belief in yourself, that's when you will get confident, because no matter what I'm gonna say, no matter what I'm gonna do, I can back myself up. Even if I'm gonna fail, even if I'm gonna embarrass myself, even if I will say the wrong answer, or I'm gonna say something and someone's gonna speak up to me and say that I'm not funny, no matter what's gonna happen, I have my back. I trust myself. I believe in myself. And to be this way, you have to put in a lot of time and energy into being intelligent, into having the knowledge to speak to people. You have to work on yourself until the point that you know that no matter what someone's gonna say, you'll be able to speak up and stand up for yourself and be there for yourself. You have to be your own motivator. You have to be your own teacher. You have to be your own mentor, and you have to be your own fan. No matter what other people will think about me, I will not be one of those haters. I will not be one of those criticizers. I have my back. Next thing is to be flexible with your perception. If I feel like I am 10 out of 10 today, then I will believe that I look like I'm 10 out of 10. But if I feel like I'm 5 out of 10, it could be better. I could feel better. I could have better sleep, go to the gym. I will still believe that I look like 10 out of 10. You have to be flexible with your perception and to be able to change your mindset depending on the way you feel, and making sure that this mindset helps you. This mindset is beneficial for you. For example, if I feel like I am 10 out of 10, because I had a good sleep. I did eat very healthy. I went to the gym. I did an everything shower. Then I will look like out of 10 out of 10. I mean, pretty logical. I did actions and now I look as a result of my actions. But then the next day, I don't see a point of washing my hair again. And the next day, I have a busy day, so I don't have time to go to the gym. And it feels like the sleep was not the best. I do not allow all those things to influence me into thinking that if yesterday I was pretty and today I'm not pretty just because I didn't do this. Again, it comes from all the worthiness. Like, I'm still worthy to be pretty today and to call myself pretty today, even though I did not do those things, because those things do not define me and they do not define my worthiness. And you have to understand that you will not be going to the gym every single day in your life. You will not be going to sleep before 11 p.m. every single day in your life. You don't have to wash your hair every single day and have everything shower every single day to look the best. And it takes a lot of effort to come to a point when you don't feel the best, but still believing that you look the best. I feel like for me, it comes from a point that, hey, yesterday I looked like this. And today, literally nothing really changed. Yes, I did get less sleep and maybe I'm a little bit more bloated. But first and foremost, no one's gonna really notice. I am the only person that sees myself in the mirror 20 times per day. And obviously I can see the small changes, but most of the people, they don't even look at me 20 times a day. They won't even notice that. And nothing can change in a day. The fact that I feel this way does not mean that overnight I became less attractive or less intelligent. So keeping that in my mind really helped me to be confident even on the days when I don't look the best, when I don't feel the best. Because let me tell you, no one will pat you on the head for being humble, for being nice, for being true to yourself that, oh yeah, I don't feel good. Well, I don't look as good as I looked yesterday. And you will not get a prize for acting as if you are not confident on the days that you don't look your best. You are not getting a prize for not believing in yourself, so you have to believe. You have to choose to believe into what is best for you and for your inner child. If you're gonna wake up tomorrow and be a little bit more bloated and feel a little bit less attractive, and you'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna dress my best today, I'm not gonna be acting as if I'm the most confident girl in the room, no one's gonna pat you on the head for that or kiss you on the cheek and say, good job. You're acting according to the way you look or to the way you feel. No one's gonna do anything about this. So you have to be the person that will choose only the best for yourself. Again, you're worthy of choosing the best things. You are worthy of acting confident, of acting as if, you know what, I look gorgeous today. Even if you don't feel like it, you have to believe that you are. You have to believe that you are, because first of all, who cares? Second of all, you are not getting $1 million for staying true and being like, oh yeah, I guess I don't look as good. Confident people know that they are not on this earth forever. Having this thought that, you know what, I'm gonna leave this body one day. So I might as well do whatever I want. I might as well have fun. I might as well embarrass myself some days. Who cares? It doesn't mean that I still don't get chills when I think about something, or I don't get embarrassed, or it's easy for me to do all those things. But I am definitely way more fearless than I was in the past. I definitely got out of my comfort zone more times than in the past, simply because I know that, you know what, one day I'm gonna die, so who cares? Now, all those mindsets, you have to back up with your actions. Confident people act. If you want to feel worthy, you have to do things, as I said, that are good for you. And they say to yourself, okay, I did this because I'm worthy. You randomly ate one apple during the day, randomly, out of the blue, just, oh, I like this apple, I'm gonna eat this apple. You're eating this apple and you're saying to yourself, oh, I am worthy of the vitamins and minerals that this apple will provide me with. Ooh, I embarrassed myself today, but I am worthy to have a fun story for when I will be old. I am worthy to get out of my comfort zone and act like my authentic self, even if it's embarrassing. And a pretty obvious thing, confident people look good. Looks matter. I will be that person that will say that, you know what, we all judge books by its cover. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry, but 99% of the times, you will see someone and you will have the first impression from the way they look, not the way they talk. Every day I spend time to look good and dress good and smell good, even though I can wear pajamas to my class. Why do you do this? Do you want to impress someone? No, I don't. You know what? No, I do not have any desire into impressing mediocre men in my classroom. I don't want to show the girls, look, I am better than you. I don't care. Every time I go to a class and I pass the window, I look at myself and I'm like, oh, damn, girl, go glow. And then I get into a classroom and I know that the way I dress, the way I present myself, talks about me internally as well. If you see me and see that I have a sense of style, you're like, oh, she's probably interested in fashion. Yes, I am. How did you notice? If you look at me and you see that, oh, she has a nice body, you probably think to yourself, oh, she probably goes to the gym. Yes, I am. How did you know? You don't have to be scared of admitting that, yes, we judge books by its cover. But also, that's a good thing because the way you look also tells people what you do behind closed doors. It may take some time to look better than you used to. It may take some time to find your style. It may take some money as well. And of course, I don't want to say, hey, like, how you look really matter, go only for it. No, also don't forget about your brains and your intelligence and your personality and getting to know yourself. But I don't want you to be scared of looking good. You deserve to take up space and you deserve to be the center of attention in the room. Even if you're the only person that dress ups, go for it. It screams confidence because with the mindset of competition and the fact that you are not trying to fight anyone and focusing on yourself, on your actions, being in your world, this screams confidence. You look good, you smell good, you're intelligent, you don't care what other people think. You focus on your actions, you don't care how they look to other people. You know that you're worthy of only the best. And before you say, oh, but it's easy to say because you're pretty, thank you that you noticed. Because I put a lot of time and effort and energy into looking the way I look right now. I also had my fair share of glow up journey, so I am proud to admit, you know what? Yes, I worked on myself and it paid off. And now the way I look can tell you about some things that I did in my life to look this way. So I hope this video helps you to reset some thoughts in your head, but do not forget to filter everything through and get what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. Now go and be your most authentic, most bright, confident self. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye. Mwah.